Hi. Um, Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Okay, yeah. So I was fighting with the stand that I kind of broke the other day. Yeah, so oops. But it's working. I just couldn't find part of it. Anyways, and then I realized I left my coffee in the den. So it's just one of those mornings. It's raining really hard this morning, and my husband was blocking my way to get out of the driveway, so I had to like drive through a yard, and it was like really muddy. And yeah, like I couldn't stop for a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, am I gonna land the car in the pond? So it's just been like one of those mornings. Oh, hey, Chloe. I don't know if you're still here, but grand rising to you. And thank you so much for the first love, Chloe. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I forgot to open Rainbow Bear the other day. He was hiding. He was hiding. I mean, I just got so flustered after I threw the stand off of the thing. I had to stop my stream. Because I was about to like bust out in hysterical laughter. Yeah. Oh, Witchy Trista. Hey, Trista, how are you? Oh, to miss meditation this morning. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, Trista. Thank you for being here. And I saved your video to like watch it later. I had to take like a mental health day yesterday. I wasn't on YouTube at all yesterday. I just needed to do that. And I was looking at my chart. Makes a lot of sense. I have a lot of stuff going through, like transiting like the 12th and the first house, which yeah, those are usually, more difficult ones, like ones that kind of cause you to go more inwards. But anyways, I'm opening Rainbow Bear now. He's wrapped up like a little mummy. Oh, he's beautiful. Oh, Rainbow Butt Bear. He's have like a little rainbow sheen. He's our new sassy Care Bear. Rainbow Butt Bear. Shoots rainbows out of his butt. Whoops, sorry, blocking. Hey, Lottie B, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Rooted, how are you? Hi, good morning. Oh, it's good to have you here, Rooted. Thank you. I need to catch some of your readings soon. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, and Chloe's back. Hi. Happy first love to you, Chloe. Oh, hey, Annie Bear. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, I'm just scrolling through, making sure I catch everybody. And y'all, you know what I always say, subscribe to each other's channels, all that good stuff. So today, okay, so I was like going back and wondering like what happened in history, on this day. And oh, let me light my candle. And then Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Hold up. Yeah, I think it was on Tuesday. I was talking about Ernest Shackleton. Well, I had no idea that today is actually the day in, let's see what year that was. What year? Yeah, his most famous expedition the Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition from 1914 through 1916. So I guess that was February. I'm looking down at his birth date, so that's why I said that. April 24th, 1914. Today that he set out on this expedition. That would be his last. That would be his last. This is a pretty amazing story. I did not realize. And I've got something like super high tech here. Some super high tech picture printed out. So I just printed this whole thing out. So this was Mr. Shackleton. He was born February 15th, 1874. He's an Aquarius, and I told you he's a stellium. Major Aquarius. And next Tuesday on Mars Day, I'm thinking like I want to maybe look at his chart with y'all, but I'm just gonna kind of do this like little story, because I don't want to take up too much time with Mr. Shackleton. He was a British explorer, and he's best known for his expeditions to the Antarctic. His ship, the Endurance, became trapped in pack ice before it could reach its starting point. This was when he set off on the Trans-Antarctic expedition. And that ended up stranding the crew. As the ice crushed and sank the ship, Shackleton led his crew onto the ice, where they camped for months in extreme conditions. Once the ice began to break up, Shackleton and his crew embarked on a perilous sea journey in 3 small lifeboats. They reached the desolate Elephant Island, where they were able to take shelter. But Shackleton recognized the island would provide no rescue. So he made a dangerous 800-mile voyage in a small boat across the tumultuous southern Atlantic Ocean to South Georgia Island, where there was a whaling station. Shackleton's return to Elephant Island with a rescue ship is considered one of the greatest feats in exploration history. Despite the harsh conditions and multiple near-death experiences, not a single member of his crew was lost. Throughout his career, Shackleton embarked on 4 significant Antarctic expeditions, although he never did achieve his goal of crossing the Antarctic continent. He was originally born in Kildare County. Was it Oh man, if Jackie's here, she would get me. Kilkea? Kilkea? That sounds about right, huh? And he died. Like, he didn't even make it home. Like, he rescued everybody or whatever, and I think he died of a heart attack. He was only 47 on January 5th, 1922. It was not too long after that. I've got to look at that again because, let's see. I'll come back with that next Tuesday. Yeah. But that's just kind of like, the miraculous story there. But I do know, though, that, like, yeah, he, did all these, like, amazing feats of bravery and all of this. But, like, in his actual, like, day-to-day life, he was very, like, he was in debt from putting money, like, into all these different things that didn't work out because he's that kind of guy. Obviously, he's a dreamer, and honestly, he wasn't even really honored or remembered until a little bit later. It had been, maybe like, I want to say like the 50s or 60s till they started talking about him again. he kind of got overshadowed by some of the other explorers. So I thought that was really interesting. And wow, you just feel like he had to have an amazing spiritual team on his shoulders there, whether he believed in that or not himself. I mean, he had definitely people there. I mean, can you imagine trekking 800 miles in the Antarctic on foot just to get somewhere? I mean, and that was after they camped. I mean, I can't even. That story gets me every time. I see some more people coming in. Hey, Viviani, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Ben. Hey. So good to see you, Mr. Ben Bacon Bits. Hey, Millie. Hey, Sunshine. Oh, just getting in her morning walk, bringing the sunshine. Oh, Fatima, how are you? How are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to. I accidentally hit something, and no, I'm not trying to get y'all to sign up for StreamYard. Just I hit that and it happens. So yeah, I figured that was an okay story, even though he was an Aquarius and not a Sagittarius. Although they're like not too far apart from each other. But yeah, like the whole explorer thing, you know. I think Sagittarians have a very because today's Jupiter's day, by the way, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you know, is very optimistic and a little restless, like to keep moving, keep going forward, you know, like so I feel like that adventurous fire there. And when we look into his chart next Tuesday, you'll see some interesting things that make more sense with that when we look at some of his Mars placements, his late Mars placement, and some other things going in his charts. Very interesting. So, anyways, I like to do things like that. Oh, hey, Ange. Hey, how are you? I hope you're having a good work week. I know you've been working hard. Oh, hey, Josh. Hey, how are you? Hey. Okay. So I've been kind of like going back and forth in my mind, back and forth in my mind. Like, what did I kind of want to pull or ask questions into about this? And I don't know. I kept wanting to do like a little like pick piles for like I'm gonna grab my charm bowl and my coffee real fast because I left that in the kitchen. And we're gonna do like a little pick a card. And I want us to travel kind of like back in time to a past life. So it's a different kind of traveling. Um, just to kind of maybe get a sense of a past life, a possible past life that you can tap into to get more insight, to know another side of yourself from a past life, I think would be interesting, right? I have my, what do they call the deck? It's like reawakening or something, awakening. I don't know. But anyways, we'll do that. So I'll be right back. Okay. Thank y'all. Okay, thank y'all. So sorry about that. Oh, wow. Okay, I've got to read this. What Ben said here. I've been studying neuroscience and body language for a while. I'm really wanting to get this book, like the neuroscience behind tarot. I don't know if y'all have seen that book. I don't know if that's what technically it's named, but I thought that would be an interesting book. So that one is definitely on my wish list. I love reading tarot books. And then in case y'all weren't here when I showcased Rainbow Butt Bear, our official channel mascot. Okay, so I'm gonna pick 3 charms, okay, and whichever one that you identify more with is gonna be the pile that you choose, okay? All right, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile. I'm getting way down the bottom. Telling me to go for the bottom. All right. Okay, I've got 3. All right, let's see what we got. Interesting. Okay. We've got a fairy. Maybe some Celtic. I always think of, Celtic with the fairies. And then we've got I call it a hashtag sign. And then we have 2 interlocking hearts. Okay. All right. So let me, the cards are like split into categories. So I've got them mostly divided, I think, already, because I was playing around with this for myself the other day. I just need to divide up a few cards. Now, there are a couple of cards like in the manner of passing that can be a little triggering. I just want to warn you, okay? But, these are things that people have died these ways. So, I mean, probably even more so in the past. Seems like people could get away with things in a different kind of way. But there was much more that they were encumbered to at the same time. All right. Okay. Here we go. So for group 1, we're going to get our reawakening. Yeah, it's called okay, here's the little card for it in the book. I don't have the top of the box. Awakening Far Memory, reincarnation cards. Reincarnation cards. Okay. I like to shuffle on camera. That's why I didn't pick it ahead of time. All right. Once. This one. Just bear with me. So, whoops. One more day till Friday. Right? Yeah. Goodness. This week's been a busy week. Oh. Didn't mean to see that one. I'd say if I picked a symbol, it'd probably be the fairy, which is the pile that I'm pulling for right now. All right. All right, last one for, oh, okay. That one popped out. And then the Sacred Destiny Oracle, I wanted to pull from this, and it's like to discover the landscape of your soul. I thought that was kind of cool. Oh, no. Okay. All right. So we're going to do these little shuffle. Oh. Something just fell across the room. Okay. Interesting. My girls aren't awake. I'll go back and time stamp these for anybody watching later. Oh, that would be nice. Okay. All right. Not to keep us waiting here. Okay, so pile 1. Interesting. And any of these things, like if for like a certain, like if it's a certain, like, you know, if it's like Greece or something like that, maybe going back around that time history. But this one could be interesting, but also like in the ways, like it says, like you die, or you had issues, or you did, you know, something, like you might be drawn to maybe read subjects on those type of things, whatever, just to kind of feel that. But this one's kind of really exciting. Alien. So there's some big time extraterrestrial roots going on here. And apparently there's a linkage to the forest here. So life in the forest, but extraterrestrial roots somehow. That's interesting. Makes you like wonder about dreams and stuff. And might have an interest in health. Could have been a healer of sorts. But something that challenged was creativity, but destructiveness. Almost feels like, you know, kind of like a self, you know, sabotage, a little self-sabotaging there. And this might be a trauma, a past trauma. This would be the manner that, you know, took it out as a catastrophe. And this one, I mean, that's particularly what, Pompeii or something, you think? This is a volcanic. So there could be a linkage to that. Interesting. So from the Sacred Destiny, relaxation came out. But look, right in front of the moon, like, like I just really kind of got that, you know, reading. So I'm looking, you know, for added like little clues here too. It's like reading, maybe writing, maybe you could have been teaching, so, you know, like, but definitely there's intelligence there. I'd say so. I mean, or I wonder, like with Alien, did you see an alien? Or is there a linkage there? It's so interesting. Okay, so this one is called Harvest Moon. See when the harvest moon is too. That could be a time that could be a good time to do past life regression, or to recall a past life if you believe in that. The harvest moon. On a warm, peaceful autumn night, a gentle haze softens the light of the full moon. The songs of the night birds softly emerge through the dark against the backdrop of the outpouring of the frogs that line the lake's shore. The stillness allows your senses to expand. Wow. A full moon occurring close to the autumn equinox is called a harvest moon. So this will be in autumn. The harvest moon symbolizes that all you have worked for is coming to fruition. In other words, you can put your feet up, relax, and let go. So the message here is, I think in a past life, you might have felt the need that you can't relax. Felt like you just can't relax. But everything is gently propelling you in the right direction. You can lay down your burdens and simply unwind. So this might have been something that was a struggle, was maybe, overworking to the point where it was destructive to those around you, perhaps. I mean, there's only so much you can do. You can't pick how you start, but the message of that is that, too, we don't know when a catastrophe is going to hit, right? We don't know when that last moment is. So to sit still with these moments, Alien. That is so interesting. I really like that one. I'm not doing charms since I pulled charms for the others. And to save time. Okay, 2. 28, 48. So I can write that down. Okay, all right. All right, thanks for bearing with me. I thought this could be kind of fun. Oops. Youch. Okay, pile twos. But with the fairy and the alien coming out, this is interesting. Do fairies have an extraterrestrial link? Maybe they like. Ooh, this one's good. I mean, interesting. Pile 2, spirit, plus 9. Oh. That one. Very interesting. All right, 2 more. Oh, okay. All right. Last one, and then we'll pull our Denise one. Got a flipper. Okay. Oh, goodness. This is interesting. All right. Again, this is like maybe a lesson, or kind of like something that you brought into this life from that past life. Oh, too many. But this one's calling out to me. What's the first one that flew out? Okay. All right. Oh, goodness, y'all. And these really, they really make a lot of sense the way they come out here. So Egypt pile to you, Egypt. So Egyptian, okay? Yeah, in the desert. It's almost kind of like, yeah. These really go well together. And I think it was a hard life. I think it was a hard life. I think you had to do what you had to do. You might not even had a choice being put into that position. People didn't. There's fear. Fear. And this is the one that really got me. Starvation. Freedom. So in this lifetime, you're seeking freedom from something still. Okay, so this one's called the cliff swallow. Okay. It's a type of bird. The swallow flies free in wind currents and thermals and remarkable aerial maneuvers, igniting the expression as free as a bird. In many cultures, such as that of ancient Egyptians, you can't make this shit up. This is a totally different deck from the other one. Yeah. The swallow was thought to carry souls to heaven. Early sailors would tattoo themselves with an image of a swallow, so if they drowned, the swallow would carry their soul to the heavens. In poor light, a cliff swallow looks brownish gray. However, in good lighting, it is a luminous, metallic, dark blue. Cliff swallows traditionally make their nest on vertical cliffs, carefully crafting them out of mud. Although they can nest solitarily, they usually nest in colonies. When one finds a cloud of insects, it alerts the other members of the flock so that they can all be nourished. Even though they fly free, their community supports them. Just the community couldn't support each other anymore, but I feel like you tried to help others. Just wanting freedom and the nourishment. That's what they're looking for, is something to eat, right? That's deep. But in this lifetime, okay, express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring. Ernest Shackleton. Cast aside restrictions. Find your wings. As you do, you'll help others find theirs. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You're here to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Yes, so choose life on your own terms. You can be immensely free and yet still be a part of a loving, supportive community, like here. That was beautiful. Wow. That was the synchronicities, right? They really melded well together. Okay, last one. Whoever, I forgot to say, that was the hashtag. Whoever chose the hashtag, okay? This pile is the hearts. It's 3. It's our last one, and then we'll close out for the day. All right, pile 3s. Hey, hey, Lindsay. I've just been, hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Off Grid. Hey, how are you? Nice. Okay, so if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. All right, and the last one. Oh, I was supposed to write. Okay, let me timestamp that. So I don't have to do it later. Okay, I'll go back and add this. All right. Oh, that was oh goodness, okay. That one turned over for y'all. Yeah, I agree. Okay, 2 wanted to come out at the same time. That one. Let's see. All right, where's the bad? All right. Pile 3. All right, last one of the reawakening cards. Okay, I'm just gonna pull one of the Sacred Destinies. Nice. Okay. All right. Take a sip. Coffee. Coffee. So good. I'm putting these in the order that I want to go in. Piecing together a story here. This is interesting. Okay, so interesting. I'm trying to put these two together right here. It's like I got the Dark Ages. So, and I'm thinking like if it isn't literally like this kind of landscape, maybe there was like a river, you know, with something about the Dark Ages. Okay. And literally you're somehow involved in the arts, but it was like linked to the government somehow. So maybe, you know, like a court-appointed artist, or maybe even like a writer, a singer, a bard, a minstrel, I don't know. A theme that like kind of came up a lot is betrayal. I could see that in government, right? So I don't think that's not how this life, the past, is just something though like that you were betrayed by many. But disease, which makes sense during the Dark Ages. like I automatically just heard like, you know, the one of those plagues is what I heard in my head. So like the bubonic or something like that. Transformation. Butterfly. A beautiful butterfly. So that's the lesson in this lifetime. Let's see what Miss Denise Lynn has to say about that. So pile one, I need to learn how to relax more. I need to be able to relax more. Two, you know, we're dealing with like you know, fear and freedom. And then here's transformation. I think having to reinvent yourself, having to do things over after betrayals, it feels like you have to start over a lot. The blue butterfly. It's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth, and resurrection. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it doesn't just instantly become a butterfly. It does, it like dissolves into like a soup. Yeah, so it liquefies itself, but it emerges something completely different. It is a true transformation. Some cultures, butterflies are considered very good luck and even wish granters. In Native American tribes. So, you know, just because something's like during the Dark Ages doesn't mean that like it couldn't have been the Dark Ages somewhere else, right? Native American tribes. With that setting, the Riviera, it kind of reminds me of like a little bit of that tribal setting too. I feel like there's like a split in this pile. I feel like there's a split between possible places, what that means to you, and I feel like you'll intuitively be able to feel which one you. I feel like it's which whenever you feel more drawn towards. The color blue represents a calmness, peace, and spiritual attunement, and the blue butterfly is thought to carry all of these meanings. In Native American tribes, it is believed that a wish whispered to a butterfly will be granted when it flies to the heavens. That is so sweet. Okay, so in this lifetime, this is the time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. Something that'll make you very happy. But I feel like it requires a transformation. You know, I feel like it's like one of those, like we've got had to make a step to get that one. So, well, that was interesting. I want to figure out different ways to like work with these. And I do want to incorporate my charms more because I feel like I want to do more of this in trying to tap into also like a little bit of mediumship in the cards a little bit too. I feel like charms really come through and they'll like really nail details about people. It's amazing how that kind of thing works. So I'm curious, you know, to kind of test out some things and see what I feel, you know, comes through and stuff. So just, you know, always growing, always exploring, right? I feel like that's important. So, well, thank you all so much for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed the different format today. I hope that was a little fun, something a little different to mix it up. And yeah, thank you all so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of those things. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to talk about the new moon tomorrow because I won't be on this weekend because I've got family stuff. So we'll talk about the new moon tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all have a great day. And I'll see y'all around in YouTubeville. Take care. Bye-bye. Mwah.